So this is 2024 trends in worker safety. So I think
Top 5.
Top 5. So I think OSHA put out something around September of 2024. This is not that. So this is what we have specifically seen and what we kind of think might be contributing factors to what OSHA put out, which was their most cited. So here we go. Let's go.
There we go.
All right, welcome back. It's 2025. It's January, and we thought, you know what, a great thing that we could do would be to just do a recap.
Let's do some risk.
Yeah.
Here we go. Number one risk we saw, bar none, procedures,
Absolutely.
fine space, lockout, VE, you name it. That's my response. Don't matter.
Whatever that is, it's like we have a piece of paper, but
Who validated it? Who created it? That's right.
It's not accurate. We don't know who created it. The person who created it and reviewed it didn't have a clue what was going on. We didn't have the right people involved. Not the correct stakeholders helping guide us in that creation. It's like, we have this document, we check the block, but it means nothing, and we can't use it for anything.
Did you do the annual lockout verification? Yes. How'd you do it? I dated it.
Intern. An intern who's never worked in this industry before. It's something like that.
You got to have people who know the operation of that equipment and what it really can do, be the one to help with these. Even if we write procedures, we don't do it by ourselves.
Absolutely. So hang in there. We gave you just a real quick one, but we're going to give all of our solutions at the end. So,
absolutely.
We're not just going to leave you kind of wondering like, okay, that's great. What do we do about it? What's your big idea? We'll give them at the end.
So here we go. So we're going to run through these, and there's some that'll reference each other because they just do.
They do. Yeah, they tie in. Some of them do tie in. Yes.
Any normal job that not really normal, like outside the building, a tractor, running a lawnmower.
So we have production, and then we have all of the support.
Clearing out snow in the driveway.
Yeah, we have a lot of support functions that go into. So when I'm thinking like wastewater,
absolutely,
rendering, truck wash, truck shop.
Somebody changing out trash cans, maybe.
Yeah, maintenance of the outside grounds.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Some plants literally have an outside crews. That's all they do.
We have a phenomenal job of maybe onboarding production folks. We have nothing and no procedures,
no training,
no list of things that they do. Yeah. We haven't evaluated them in any way for hazards or PPE really.
Oh, we did a tornado drill. What about those people?
Forgot to account for those people. Yeah.
They got to go somewhere if they're way over there. Where are they going to go?
Yeah.
It can't just be go in the hallway here at the plant.
And this gets particularly interesting when we have multi-employer work sites or we have several groups maybe kind of sharing a building, or we're not really sure, is that a part of our company? Well, not really. Well, that's a different LLC over there.
Right.
Or
get over. This is my spot.
Yeah.
I need to take shelter.
Yeah. So that can get like, who is really checking on those people if we've got multiple LLCs in one area?
So that's what happens. We always see that one person that seems to be down the hall doing something. You find out a few days later, oh, that's a contractor. Because you don't think about it.
They're not employed by us.
But there's no manager there. There's nobody managing them.
Yeah, or they actually are employed. So security, sometimes it's ours.
Absolutely.
Sanitation, sometimes it is.
Sometimes one year it is, one year it isn't. So we're like.
Sometimes it's both.
Right.
Sometimes we have folks doing specific job tasks.
That's correct.
That might be classified as sanitation, but they're actually employed by us on day shift.
That's correct.
Instead of the other.
So that's the normal jobs, but the one-offs a little.
Yeah. So think about the entire property and checking on some of those support functions.
We lost a lot of knowledge when it came to the turnover and the people retiring, and we didn't capture all the data.
Yeah.
I'm going to change tires on this piece of equipment. Go to a place, say, who did it? Fred did. Fred had worked there for 30 years. Where's Fred now? He retired. Who do you train to change out the tires?
Right. So we don't, anybody that's coming to us, we're all thinking when we hire an individual, oh, they've got knowledge. They know. Like, I'm hiring for a safety role, actually actively hiring right now.
Right.
And I'm getting a whole flood of folks coming to me, and they have safety backgrounds, but not in food.
And not for the job we're looking for.
And not specifically, got the list of things. Worked in a food plant, X many years, sanitation, PSM, understand refrigeration, understand all of the detailed and the technical things that are required from the ag side, the farm side,
If you're a
the feed
safety
mill side,
manager
all these things.
and your job's to write confined space for a mill, and you never wrote confined space, been part of it, how can you write it? How can you be the manager of it?
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing here is just understanding that we need to reevaluate what our onboarding functions are and what that looks like.
Because no one's there 30 years now and gets promoted through the rank.
Yeah,
we hire them at that level now.
Lots of gaps of every 2-3 years. We're having some turnover in some of these management roles.
Yes.
And the folks that are coming to us have never worked in the industry before.
It takes them 6 to 8 months to learn that part.
Yep.
Then you got an annual review lockout in the next year, and by the third year, they're gone.
Well, and I guess my thing is that if the folks that are stepping into some of those roles don't understand the equipment, don't understand the cycle, don't understand some of the PMs and the non-routines and the sanitation and how we have to do some of the specific jobs, there's a lot of risk that's going unchecked there.
Correct.
And now you compile that with, we may have all of our managers have under a year at this facility, under a year within this industry, under a year all of my operators for refrigeration.
Well, we had places that had 3 or 4 months.
Nobody knows.
Or none. We've had some places with no operators now.
Yeah, I mean,
we all contract it now.
It's
like what?
Every 5 years is a PHA. No one was there for the last one. No one was there for the last compliance audit or the last mechanical integrity or some of these periodic things. So absolutely, we need to maybe look at some baseline information and
got to change your onboarding a little.
Yeah, just check and validate. We're all at least on this specific page before we move forward.
One is third shift. So third shift and the off days. Like Sunday, we always do this, but no one's ever there to see us always do that.
Yeah. So we have non-routine tasks that we do. And now
not normal hours.
Maybe it's not my regular day shift manager who has the most.
Oh, let's put a new hire on these shifts.
Yeah, so we've got new tasks, new managers managing it.
Right.
And we're not always the best. This kind of ties into number one about the procedure part. And so because we don't have this is the most efficient, effective, safest way. Here's all the hazards. And by the way, here's the PPE you should wear. We don't have that hammered out for a lot of our non-routines.
Right.
And theoretically, we may have something like a pre-job hazard analysis, but that only works if you really understand
what the risk is and how to fix it.
And sometimes you don't know till you get into it. I can tell you there's a lot of projects specifically around this house where I'm like, I'll just do that real quick, and then I get into it, and it takes way longer.
Or she has me do it, and then it's never
way more steps than I thought. Yeah. And so, again, you need someone who really has a very defined and clear understanding of some of those non-routines to help you fill out that form to make sure you're really capturing the risk.
I remember these are opinions. So
yep, this is based on what we've seen over the last 12 months.
All right.
So seen through audits, safety evaluations, training, walkthroughs, new acquisitions, just you name it, all the things. This is just what we have personally seen ourselves.
So my fifth one is the most interesting one. It's all about the technology.
Yeah.
I'm talking about robots, computer screens. How do you lock out now if the computer screen goes down? You can't lock it out.
Yeah, so we did a while back a couple of episodes on
robots,
just the robots and the AI coming in and how is that going to work with safety. But I think specifically what we're seeing is we used to have some kind of non-regulated, non-PSM related management of change tool. Something that would
capture all the one-offs.
Checklist. Yeah, that was like, hey, did you update your emergency maps? Did you get the procedure? Did you do the training? Did you do a PPE evaluation? All of the people that would normally sign off for something like a management of change for something that affects the ammonia system, we have that same type of document. We make any kind of change to make sure that we're capturing. Did we do a lockout? Did we train people on the lockout? Do we need to make sure that the lockout's accessible?
Sure.
Maybe I need to figure out now folks are having to go to an MCC room or whatever. We just have to have a method to capture that.
You can drive a new forklift with the new computer systems. People think there's absolutes to them.
You can override them.
So you got to learn the equipment. You got to learn the equipment.
Yeah, and so that really ties back into that onboarding process of we're seeing more risk than I think we ever have before because we've got lots of new technology.
So is that our biggest solution of all these?
I think, yeah. Maybe.
I think all of them tie in to one thing. You got to re-look at your onboarding of the process.
Whatever that looks like, I think.
People,
really
equipment.
Yeah, because we've got more risk than we ever have because we've got new folks new to the industry, don't really understand all that's involved
correct.
all the time in terms of like the utilities and the maintenance and the sanitation and the intensified cleaning and where you
And
gotta
they didn't
dig
work
in.
5 years and then move up and then move up. That's not there. So
not
you
there.
got to
And
change that.
Now we've
Change
got
that
procedures.
process.
We've got new equipment maybe we're installing because of some of the turnover.
Correct.
Got new equipment. We're not getting the right details captured in the procedures or no procedure at all. We're not getting the right details captured in the training or maybe no training at all. So I think we really got to go back and look at the basic foundation
Right.
of our programs. And instead of just, yep, I've got a safety program, it's kind of piecemeal.
Yep. I did angel lockout.
Yeah, I came and I'm going to bring this. I like this paragraph of my programs. I'm going to throw it in. Now it's a mixture of 7 people's
You got to back
programs.
up and look at it.
Yep, let's step back and really make sure we understand the jobs, all of them, the routine and the non-routine.
And don't do it as a silo.
for
Get people involved. Get people involved.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then make sure absolutely the right stakeholders are involved. So safety may only be a stakeholder in some things. They may not be the person that is
Absolutely.
owning that program or those procedures. They may just work with and in combination with maintenance, utilities, production.
Absolutely.
So
That's what we got today.
all right. Well, that's our opinion. If you want more information on this, you can head over to allen-safety.com. We would love to do some in-person stuff for you. Audits, safety evaluations, any kind of procedures, PPE, lockout, you name it. Otherwise, if you are like, you know what, that's not really in the budget to have you guys come and work with us, but we do want the data. We've got a whole bunch of different, over 100 different videos on our allensafetycoaching.com site, which also comes with free email-based coaching, which is awesome. So you can talk to Joe and I for free if you are a member of the Allen Safety Coaching community. So we would love to see you over there. And other than that, have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to Safe, Efficient, Profitable, a worker safety podcast. If you're looking for more in-depth discussions or step-by-step solutions on all of the different safety and regulatory topics, please visit us at www.allensafetycoaching.com for web-based virtual coaching and training, or at www.allen-safety.com to book our team for on-site services, training sessions, to order merchandise, to learn more about our team and what services we provide in the field, or just simply to request a topic for us to cover on our next podcast. If you found today's podcast helpful and would like to support our podcast further, please help us by subscribing, liking, and sharing this podcast with anyone that could benefit from the information we cover here, as that helps us to continue to put out this free content. Thank you so much for your support.